making the stylastrids are sometimes bigger than the stony coral fans.
Unfortunately, I didn't see any like the ones you wanted to sample. Maybe
On the other side, maybe, of this.
Yeah. What do you think, Kyle?
Could drive the
They're
black
never in the
boxes
right
up
spot,
through
right?
them.
Do the. I don't think. Let's see.
Could you use a scoop? Scoop it up into it?
It's an option. Although the one they want, I don't see in field of view right now.
Yeah, the one that looks most like the one we want to sample is similar to the one we saw on the side on the vertical face of the rock. These are stylastrids, most of them.
Alright. You can scan this way and I'll come back. Yeah, watch that. I don't see any in a really good position yet.
Okay.
That you want. Like to look at the back side. We're gonna do a quick pilot change up here. Watch it.
Watch lead pilot. Sorry.
Hi, pilot.
How's it going? Sorry for the little lapse there. We had a little pilot swap for lunch, but we are back in action.
Thanks. We were just kind of scanning around here to see if we could find any more of this stony coral we wanted to sample. The fish, upper right.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. Say again, video. Oh, did something sneak under this rock here? Oh, I can scoot over there. I got some room. Okay. I don't even know what I'm looking for. I was getting a pass off from Carl that the pilot forgot to tell me. What was it that we were looking for? Okay. Copy that. Any old fish. Peeking down in the hole here. Good pilot, keep a keen eye on that tether.
Yep.
I think I see it like around,
Where is it?
I think it might be like at 12. There you go.
Ah. Okay, I'll push out. Oh, is it an amberjack?
Here's another one coming right in front of us.
Yeah, you can take a snap. Just so we can try to ID it before it sinks away.
It looks
Tilting
like
down.
oh, a couple. This
Not
looks
an
like, yeah. This looks like a silk.
We get lasers too. Good
Yeah.
try.
Lasers are on, I think. Just have to zoom out till we see them. Oh, maybe they're not on. Turn them on for you. I thought I saw them alive. There they are.
They're definitely snappers.
Pretty far away. I'm pushing out. Get closer. Hold that video. Moving pretty quick. Try to get this lit up. All right. Let's try this. Come in a little bit.
Getting a little extended.
Copy that. Coming closer to you. He's a fidgety little fish, isn't he?
Does have like a,
Let's come out wide, see if the other one's somewhere we can see. See the crack there. I'll try to sneak in there.
yeah, this was
They slowed down once
confirmed
they're
by
undercover.
Michelle. These are silk snappers. Silk snappers.
Can we snap zoom under that overhang as well, pilot?
Yeah, you want to snap zoom on the lower side of the overhang?
Yeah, just a wide shot first, go in a little bit more, and then we'll see if there's anything here
Hang there.
potentially that resembles the candidate we wanted to sample.
Yeah, I heard a white coral of some sort was of interest.
Yeah, it's all more or less white coral here. We're just trying to find the right white coral,
Yeah.
which makes it difficult.
If you describe it a little, I can help.
Yeah, I don't see any here.
Okay.
What are these?
That's the Madrasas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, there's a
kind
really
of these long,
black star off to the left.
meandering
On the rock
branches,
in the background.
and this is the stylastrids.
Stylastrids.
Yeah. Can we zoom on the tip of the pinnacle here?
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm
Yep.
gonna get in a little closer.
Should we
Throw
get
some
another
more light?
jump forward?
Sure. You can do like 10. I'm not running
Yeah.
away
Oh,
anytime.
there is an octocoral
What
there.
was the
Oh, yeah.
what
First
was
one of the
last,
dive.
heading?
That
So
was
mine, some-
350.
Okay. I think we can keep that.
There's also a very
I'm
weird
turned a little
dark,
to the,
dark black star.
still
Star,
kinda
and
far
look
out,
at right
but we
here.
can go
That
from
looks
here.
like a weird.
Coming towards the
Awesome. Sea
tip of the
cucumber.
pinnacle here. They wanted to see if there was
Where's that? One of those sponges.
out here of interest.
Yeah, this is stylastrids. Very large stylastrids. I think they give the sponges a run for their money in terms of their abundance of colonies here.
They love these overhangs.
Yeah. And on top there's a yellow branch.
Yeah. It's,
If you have enough.
right here on the tip or towards the right?
To the right, the longer one.
Yeah. Okay. Coming up to it. Okay, video, you can start in. Hold there for a second. Sign her up.
It's an octocoral, but it's very small. It has a candelabra like
Come in a little tighter.
branching pattern, but it's very young, most
I'm
likely,
gonna
whatever
call
it is.
10-meter move at 325.
Young and coral age.
Are these small little branching things? Are these like
Yeah, I think those are hydroids.
hydroids?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
Most likely a plexaurid of some type.
Did you see this dark star video? Pointed it out. I don't know if it was of interest.
Yeah, can we do a snap zoom?
Yeah, of course you can. It's down in the hole there, but we'll get it best we can. Go ahead, video. Not a lot of light down there.
Yeah. And the texture is very much like Temeria, but it's much darker coloration than we've seen so far. Yesterday we observed Temeria and had a very dark bronze color.
Down.
Yeah, you don't see too many dark color sea stars.
Get a little closer for you, like a little light.
They've all been like orange or cream color.
Yeah.
Toe in. Should be stable if you want to try to get more zoom.
There's tons of these little pieces of stylaster just scattered
Way
on
out
the
there.
on a substrate.
Okay. And it's pretty far away, so that's going to have a bigger effect. Is that max zoom? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Can move along then. It's just down in a little hole out of reach there.
And everything here is very difficult to get at. It's really out far into the current. Great for feeding, I'm sure, but difficult for trying to coordinate any sort of sampling for any of the hard bottom corals we're seeing. But this looks like a fish wonderland potentially. I'm surprised given how
A nice overhang here.
craggy
See if there's anybody
this
living
structure is that we're not seeing more fishing gear. Do you see any today?
No, we haven't. It was just that green thing that looked like a modified
Broomstick.
broken broomstick of some sort.
Can we, if it's possible, just look left and right as we go up to get a better perspective on how long this...
Yeah, you can actually see it on the Sirius view as well. So if you watch that walleye scan, my light pool will light it up, and you get a really good shot of what's going on here.
Yeah, so these corals are all the way down this overhang. Our depth right now is 285 meters, about 30 meters to go until we cap off at the minimum depth for today's dive.
Sonar's out 30 meters, and I still have it. This goes on for a while that way. And just watch how close you get to this.
Yeah.
I'll come around towards my starboard. There's this interesting feature in here.
Wow.
Little canyon.
Yeah.
Oh, I think there's something right at 12 o'clock. Might be a squat lobster.
Okay.
Or one.
Before I push on that
Okay.
way, I'll scan around. Squat lobsters are usually pretty steady. Let's see how far off this way it goes. This is a big shelf. Goes on for a while.
Now there's that cluster in the distance in the lower right that we just did our change on top of. It's probably the most dense coral I've seen so far.
Okay. Got something on the underside here.
Copy bridge,
Snap
move
in real
complete.
quick video. Let's make sure it's
Oh,
something
there's
we've
a big
seen.
fish right under you.
Okay, come out wide.
You can
Oh,
see
while
them in
you're at
Sirius
lunch,
too.
we saw these
Big
look like
fish.
corallimorphs.
Oh, yeah,
Did you
what
see
is
them?
that?
Did they zoom in? It was these brown. They were beautiful.
Didn't quite see them, no.
Something down. Trying to catch a glimpse of this
Either
big
anemones
fish
or
that
corallimorphs, but
the co-pilot
kind of
saw.
look like corallimorphs. Oh, here's another misty grouper. Can we have lasers on the grouper?
Yeah, I've tilted down so far. The lasers they are
Oh, okay.
disappeared. Backing up. There he is.
Ah, there he goes. So this is a misty grouper, also known as wassa.
Got a scan with the lasers.
Oh,
another
another
one.
fish.
There's a bunch here. Pretty excited.
It looks like it's chasing the other fish.
Copy that. Tilting up, keep them in view for now.
Oh, there's a couple other fish in
They're
the
fast.
distance.
Watch your
Yeah,
port
there's.
arm.
Yep, that's
Lower.
below me.
Okay.
Yeah, he's too fast for me. I tried to make chase. Didn't work out.
Did pretty good, actually.
All right, back up we go.
This looks like a big branching.
Time to get back on track. We've actually fallen behind a little bit from where we just were chasing that, so I'll get back up.
So, co-pilot, do you want to line up against the slope?
So it looks like these are these
Yeah,
really big
I-
chunks that have fallen off of the
I'm not
side,
sure if we're trying to
creating
get up
these
over
really
the top
nice
of it,
overhangs.
or if
Yeah.
we're going to go parallel.
I mean, we're gonna go
From the
up to, like,
perspective that
250,
we've seen on the
and
dive
then
thus far,
we'll
it
go
seems like
parallel at 250.
a lot
So
of
let's
these
line up with the
carbonate
slope and then
surfaces are
check with
undermined
a reference to the pilot.
through either erosion or dissolution, and then progressively the top of the overhang collapses, moves downslope. Yeah, for benthic fauna, other than sponges, which seem to occur everywhere, the corals
Yeah, there
and
you go. That's better than-
fan-shaped attached organisms like stylastrids
They're at like 300
really
feet or so.
dominate the
Yep.
underside of these overhangs. The black corals seem to like the flats though, or the gentler slopes.
Do stylasters grow pretty quickly? Are they quicker than the others? Do you know?
Oh,
Difficult to
fish?
say.
No, there it
Oh,
is.
this is a different type of fish.
As with any coral, it depends on food supply, it depends on currents, it depends on depth. These are all factors that
I can come up
we
on
need to
this
take
guy
into
without
account.
scaring him off too much. Tilting up a little so you can light it up.
I don't know if there's a lot of really good research on stylastrids that's been done dating
It's the opposite direction of current.
the
I can't make
growth
very good
rates.
way that way.
I did see a paper a couple weeks ago, I think just before we came out, where you could easily date stylastrids using radiocarbon methods, but
You can see him.
He's right here in my front view.
that only tells you how old the skeletal
Oh, there's
material
another
is,
big
not
one.
necessarily
that-
how fast
sorry.
they
That
grow.
grouper's back, I see.
He's chasing you.
Got lasers on that guy.
He's following right behind you.
That's interesting.
So do
down
you
a
guys
little.
want another bump for co-pilot?
I think another 10 meters. It looks clear above it.
Okay, we'll let that guy go for now. Can't stretch any further. Yeah, that grouper is sure teasing us back there.
Another 10 meters. Is that good?
Yeah, that's all right with me.
Okay.
As long as there's something interesting to look at. You could do actually 20, I think, right? You clear up?
Yeah, looks like it clears out.
Yeah.
Nice. In between.
This is an interesting feature on Sirius. It's a bit of a little crater here, it looks like. Crater-like.
Yeah, with another little wall up in front.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Sneaking around, see if I can peek in any of these holes.
Oh, there's a lot of branching stylasters or corals.
Can we take a little closer look at some of these and just scan again up the rock here?
Yeah, I'll look at the ones that I think are within reach for collection just to see if... Come on in, video.
I think
Just do partial for now so we can make out what we've got. That's good. Getting closer to light it up.
Oh, there's a sea star, goniastrid.
I'll move slowly up the rock.
Yeah, it's mostly stylastrids here. Stylaster specifically. There's a couple of madrasis colonies, but mostly stylaster here.
Come up
Yeah,
and
I'm
over
not
this-
not seeing that
come up and over
Madrepora or Lophelia that we were seeing earlier.
here. We've got the backside covered.
It seemed to prefer the vertical surfaces of the rock,
Okay.
or overhangs. Although I know those are not the best for sampling.
No, those are okay for sampling. I just have to orient myself. What's that? Oh. Seems to die off along here.
All right, so can we zoom to the 3 o'clock position? That small fan in the foreground, kind of just on top of the promontory to the left of the larger fans, the very
I
top
see
of the
what you're
rock.
talking about, yeah.
Can we snap zoom on that and get a better look?
Yeah, let me come around a little bit.
It looks slightly off-white color.
Yeah, just right where the lasers would be now,
Yep,
right?
just-
yeah, okay.
Just like,
above them now, in between and up.
yep, that's right.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get there. Okay, video, you can come on in. Come on in. Thank you.
Copy bridge, move complete.
Tough to say. That looks like another stylastrid. Not the coral we're looking for, but
Okay.
on the way in I did see another coral, so I guess that was a good use of time. Another of the Desecheo we were seeing yesterday.
Oh, the
There's
yellow.
one there,
Yeah.
and there's one over on the other side too.
There's all this one too. That looks a little bit different. That
The
looks like
pinky.
but
Pink, yeah.
it's not.
If it has color, it's probably stylaster. It's one of the diagnostic characteristics for this particular species of stylaster. Stylastrids generally can be pretty pinky and sometimes deep dark red as well.
So the thicker branches that we're seeing right there is madrasas, possibly.
Yeah,
Pushing on.
tough to tell at this
Co-pilot.
distance. On
Looking up, see what's coming. Got another overhang. Take a peek
yeah,
at this overhang.
thicker branches, but you know that's a
How much is left in that
it's
movie?
kind of not a great
should
distinguishing
stop
characteristic
about a minute
between
ago.
Perfect. Thank you.
Lophelia or Madrepora and Madrasis. Madrasis is much more sparsely branched than Lophelia or Madrepora. Madrepora has distinct zigzags,
Just help me keep an eye on those uppers as I come around this.
hence its common name, zigzag coral.
They're not near anything yet, but I might keep swinging around and get close.
But as we're finding, there's actually a lot of stylastrids that have zigzag patterns, but they don't have very well-defined polyps. So if you can see polyps that have a lot of tentacles, that's most definitely a scleractinian and not a stylastrid.
Is there anything in here?
Yeah,
that
top 12 o'clock, very bright white colony on the underhang.
looks- back in there or here foreground?
No, foreground. Yeah, right at 12 o'clock, top of the screen now.
Okay.
Yeah, right there. Oh, we can go to the fish if you need to.
Where's the fish?
Left-hand side of the screen in the coral. Coral colony.
Oh, yeah, I see him.
It's a beautiful fish.
Yeah, come on in.
And there's another, maybe the same grouper behind you.
Huh. We haven't seen this fish before. Ah, this might be the...
co-pilot.
Very nice use of habitat by the fish.
He's got a
Corals kind of
parasite or
hide it.
something on his eye, maybe. Saw something sticking
Took
up
a while to saddle around and get a good view at it. It's not listed here.
No. So we haven't seen this fish before. I thought it was maybe one of the newer species described for this area, but it has a little bit of different coloration.
Drop down for its head.
But it has the, yeah.
Watch that starboard. Yeah, thanks. Yep.
Has really unique coloration with this bright yellow on the background of more pink.
Come up a little bit from the tail. Seconds like this. Okay, come on out, video. Video wide. Thank you.
Without lasers?
So far, this site has been highly diverse with fish
What was the
and
shot
both
you're
corals.
looking for specifically?
Yeah. Yeah, we're talking about only about 100 meters of
Yeah,
relief.
right.
Seems like much more, but only about 100 meters, 120 meters, I think we calculated, between the top of this
Okay.
feature and the landing point for today's dive. Pilots, that coral was kind of just 11 o'clock now on the screen once that video is done. Can we
Yeah,
snap back in there?
I got that in the back of my mind. I'll come back for it in a second. I just wanted a quick shot of this. I'll come up a little bit. All right, video, come on in. I'll frame the one I think you're talking about. You can tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Yeah, that's the one.
Coming in screen now or below?
The larger one coming to screen now.
Okay, great.
That's the one that, if you can kind of make a mental note of that, if you see that in a easy to collect spot.
This would be within the realm of possibility for collection.
Okay. I mean, it is brittle. It's going to probably shatter.
It's probably going to shatter. Okay, well that's even better. I can I can get the scoop right there and give it a little tap, and it'll fall in the scoop maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, it should break off pretty easily, especially on the tips, and the base may be a little bit more rigid.
Would you like me to try that method?
Yeah, whichever way you
Since
think is easy.
Since it's inverted right now, if I take the scoop, point it with the tip of it up, we'll have a little collection bin. Or if I tap it, it will fall in.
I think that sounds like a sound plan.
Okay, I'll give it a try. Hopefully we can make this happen. Come wide, video. Thank you. Let's see if I can find a spot to settle in here. Very high up there. Should be only good for us. But it's that high. Auto heading engaged. Let that settle out, see if Joylock's going to hold nicely. Yeah. Go ahead, spin us up.
So starboard inner is the only one used right now.
Copy. the mini up. Should be right in the view of the mini Zeus, hopefully.
Go ahead, Bridge.
Okay. Okay, if you're comfortable, can you switch that to the mini Zeus view for me?
Give me 1 second.
Thanks.
Yeah, a little bit more altitude just to.
Hydraulics are spun up full.
Take your mini.
Thanks. Yeah, I should have it aimed pretty much at it there.
Okay.
I think that's the specimen there.
Another
Yeah.
one? Okay.
Yep. Okay. Arms live.
Did we pick a drawer that's going in?
We'll go on the port side for sure. Grouper's back.
Want me to?
Coral, I don't want to lose track of it. I've got a firm grip here. See if I can make this happen. Starting to see the scoop in this view. Hopefully we start to see in the mini soon. There it is in the mini. Touch the wall a little. Let that stabilize real quick. Can you just tilt the mini Zeus down just a little bit? Perfect. That's good like that. No, that's good. Okay. It's fine. Okay, got some pieces in the scoop. Looks like the majority of it in the scoop, maybe.
I'll follow you down.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Indexing. Okay, yeah, follow me down with the mini Zeus as I go, and the Zeus, please. Great, thank you.
That grouper is really interested in.
Okay, over top of the boxes. Just gonna ease my way down here. Okay, should have room to open the drawer. And you can tilt the Zeus down a little for me. Looks good. Perfect, thank you, co-pilot. Yep. Okay, going for the pour. The majority of it's in the box. I'll give it a little wiggle wiggle just in case. Actually, let me get it a little more inverted and wiggle wiggle. Okay. Good. And it's in.
Bravo. You got a bonus one too.
Awesome. Okay, we got that in the port outer. Great. I can put this back where it belongs. Awesome. All right, it's in the box.
Okay.
Bravo.
Good
Amazing.
job, pilot.
Oh, great job, pilot.
Okay. All right, put the mini back where you found it. Looks good. I'll take my
maybe
tilt
one
back.
spacing up if you want that more, but
No, that's all right. Looks fine to me.
Yep,
I got a
good to
little,
me.
but I don't think it's gonna bug us. I think it's right on the corners, so you're fine. Yep. Thanks for asking. Coming out of autos. Lifting off. When did we come on? Noon? 12:30? Okay.
nope, good for me.
I can manage that. That looks okay. It's all over on his screen, so that's okay.
Do you want another 10-meter bump, co-pilot?
Let's see. Are we? Do I still?
You have both my cameras still.
I bet.
That's okay.
Try that.
Yeah.
I thought I had disabled it.
Should
but
match your center.
Gotcha. Ah,
Yeah.
helpful. Let's see.
Hoy colectamos un coral duro y también un pedazo
I think
de
we're fine with that.
esponja.
Okay.
Ooh, there's a fish swimming around.
Hoy
behind us.
estamos
meters.
buceando en...
350 coming up.
there's a
Sounds good.
fish.
Little tiny guy. A couple of them. There.
There's
fast.
a grouper above too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. That's the grouper that's been
Yeah,
sort of
he's been
floating around with
trailing
us.
you, dude.
Aquí es un wasa, una wasa. A misty grouper. Not sure if this is the same one following us. It kind of looks like it because it has that markings right above the pectoral fin.
Sneaking in. See if we can get him. Come on in. Hold there. Try to get some time with him.
You want lasers?
No.
And when video's done, can we also put on some lasers
Yeah.
just to get a size?
Just get a shot of him. I got him with the lasers the last time we were near.
Oh, okay.
Just trying to get some shot for our video. I know they want it. He's too quick for us. Off he goes. Thanks, video.
There's something.
The ever invasive.
There's
or,
something branching
evasive.
right at About 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
6 or 7.
Yeah,
okay.
it's right there on the ledge. It's pinkish.
Pinkish on the ledge. Though, is it a coral or is it little
Yeah, I
mounds?
think it's a coral.
Oh, I see.
You see?
Over to the
Right
left
by
here?
that, yeah, right by that corner.
Right next to the corner. I see it, yep. I'll get in a little closer. Stand by video before you zoom. Just get set up a little.
Oh, there's another piece right down here also.
Start on this one. Come on in.
Yeah, looks like some coral. Is this a precious coral?
I'll have to get closer. I can't quite tell, but I was
Settling in.
thinking from a distance this
Tilt
could be
down a little.
Swiftia or a related plexaurid.
Copy max zoom. I'll sneak in a little more, get more.
Try and get a better idea. Move
Detail.
closer.
The other one's right to my
let's
skids
see.
now, so we can check that one a little bit. That might be even better shot. I'm gonna land here in a second. Don't mind the bump.
Yeah, it's got these big,
Settling out.
really big sclerites that can see from a distance here inside the senenchymal tissue.
Look like veins.
Yeah,
Give
they're
you a couple
huge.
seconds here, and we can try the one between the skids. Is there,
One of the branch tips is actually missing some tissue.
is there a particular portion you'd like to see, watch lead?
You know, I think we're in a good spot right now. Can we get a look towards the base, maybe?
Yep. Towards the base. Something up a little more.
Kind of sparsely branching.
See if the fog lights help the base at all. Video. Would you like that?
Yeah, Scott, I was thinking the same thing. Thesia and Parasis, depending on how thick those sclerites are, could be a better guess. I know this is definitely the depth range where we see a lot of
Copy
Thesia.
bridge, move complete.
We've collected a bunch from the Anegada Passage, but this one is not one that we saw there. I'm going to tentatively mark that one down as Thesia / Parasis.
Okay. Come out a little bit, video. I'll tilt down for the one below our skids. See if we can get a
Yeah,
little
there is
tighter
a
shot
second
of it.
colony.
See if it's the same thing.
This one vertical.
Just not enough where we can acquire it. There it is.
Oh, there it is. Yep. This one might be easier to help
I'm gonna
ID
shimmy on the rock. It might bump
because
a
it's
little.
got polyps closed. It looks like
Watch
or
your
retracted.
Thank you. Is it close? The upper's close or the lower?
Up black.
They both look okay to me. Okay.
That's kind of
Feel free to
transitioning here
sneak that
from,
lower in if I have to, if you need to.
it might be a
But
small
I can see that
soft
light
coral
pulse.
there too.
They're not too
This
bad.
looks like also a black
Come on
coral,
in.
maybe.
Yeah. A couple things going
This
on
one's
here.
closed up.
Yeah, I would say this is, yeah, I think the latter of our choices, Scott, maybe Thesia or Parasis for sure.
Going down to the base. Very small base.
Is it base covered in something, or is it a partially dead base?
Looks like it's actually covering something else.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
some
he's got a grip on
looks
something else.
similar in color and texture to that sponge to the right. Okay, and then just to the lower left of this shot, I saw something else that was kind of a soft, squishy
Okay.
coral.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Oh.
That's interesting looking. I'm going to do another shimmy to get that in the shot. Stand by. Okay. That looks good. Bonk.
Ooh, and a big crab.
That is a big crab. Jeez. The more you look, the more you see.
Uh-huh.
All right, video, we can come in for the squishy.
Huge, huge sclerites. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever seen sclerites that big. Those are ginormous. This looks like a
Give this a couple seconds.
One of the
but this
true
might be
soft
better without
corals.
the fog lights. Let video
Yep.
hang on this for a second.
Switch 'em off.
Those have got to be several millimeters long.
Coming
You can
off.
see them at this camera.
Just see how it looks.
Very nice.
Better or worse?
So possibly a scleronepthiid.
Okay. We'll hang tight for a second. Give you a few seconds on this lighting.
Yeah, maybe it should belong to the crunchy corals instead of the soft corals. That's cool. I've never seen one of those before.
We can get a shot of the crab real quick. Lights on for this one for sure. He's in the hole. Although it does make a mysterious kind of look.
This looks like it could be like a spider crab.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's maybe some kind of homalid. It's got these modified
Yeah.
rearmost appendages for carrying
Right.
little bundles.
Kind of like
Sometimes sponges.
Yeah.
I like the depth that you get without the bright lights.
This one's carrying, it looks like a black coral. And we've seen these carrying anything from bryozoans to plexaurids and other soft corals, sponges, large sponges, kind of as a hat, camouflage of sorts. Very nice.
Okay. Couple of whips. Oh, I see. I gotcha. See if it's of interest, you can snap in on it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this looks like a black coral. Maybe a Stichopathes, but it's pretty small. Maybe it's a young colony.
A little better light on that one anyways, huh? Okay. We can try for that as well, and then we've been here a while, we can move on.
Yeah, this is a larger one. It looks like this is a black coral.
Come in a little tighter if you'd like. Copy. A lot of waves on this one, huh? All right, I think we can move along. Thanks.
Watch your starboard lower swing arm.
Thank you. It's definitely interesting topology here. Big hole coming up.
Yeah,
or something.
little cave.
Yeah. Or maybe the overhang just traumatizes it a little bit, maybe. Coming up quite a ways.
Going. Yeah.
There's another branching. Looks like. Did you see this one? This other branching looks like soft coral.
Yeah, can we take a closer look at that? Just a snap zoom for now. We saw one earlier that
Just
looked
above the
like
lasers?
this. Oh, you're talking about that one?
This one and that one.
Yeah.
There are two.
On the lasers now.
Yeah, come on in.
Yeah.
This
looks-
is like the one that we collected, right? Or no? No, maybe not.
I don't
Sneak in a
recall
little
this one.
closer.
It could. I don't think we collected anything
No.
like this, but we did see this individual species a little bit earlier, but it was very small, maybe 4 or 5 centimeters.
Oh, okay.
This is another more branched, has more branches than the previous we saw. But this might be, it's most likely a plexaurid. Most likely a plexaurid of some type.
Anything in particular you want to look at here?
No, just gonna quickly scan through the colony,
Okay.
and
Scanning
then we
along.
can come out. There's a lot of very interesting, confusing plexaurids and soft corals we're seeing here because we're getting into the lower boundaries of shallow water corals.
Gotcha. All right, video, come out on that.
Looks like a crypthelia also.
And what was the other one you're interested in?
There's a, I don't know, have you zoomed into the fan?
Not the one in the
Back.
background. I thought there was black.
There's a couple. There's
Yeah,
right here along the wall, and then
yeah. I think that's the same as this
so
one. Yeah, on the right-hand side, far right.
Yeah.
Can we zoom in the fan in the background, orange bronze color?
Yep.
And then there's a bronze yellow colored whip to the left of that has a nodule on it, and that'll be that, I think, for this little area.
Maybe we'll get another 10 meters in the same direction, then we'll catch up with them and
Can go back to looking at the fish for a little bit.
Okay, come on in, video.
This looks very similar to the one we sampled
Do you have any more?
a while ago.
Great.
I'll have to go back and look at the exact one we sampled, but it was bronze colored orange with white polyps.
it kind of looks like the one that we sampled that was violet.
Yeah, it's a same family, most likely, of plexaurids. You know, color is notoriously unreliable character for identifying a lot of the species and genera in this family, but they have generally a similar morphology, at least from the colony perspective.
I'll go towards the base here.
Okay, yep, quick look at the base. Okay.
Great.
And quick snap zoom off to the left. There's a long whip in the background that has a, like, possibly an anemone on it, some sort of nodule, pink.
Oh yeah. I see what you're talking about. Come around.
This might
for
be
it.
one of the unbranched elicelids we were looking at on earlier dives.
Looks like something's moving.
Yeah. There's a struggle going on at the nodule.
Ah, is it? It looks like a fish. Ah, it's like some type of egg casing.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
This is
How cool.
not anything I've ever seen before.
let me know if you want to try the fog
Huh.
lights to get a little bit more light through it.
This is
Let's
extremely
keep it
rare
like this for now.
to actually see one of these egg cases with the shark inside. This is definitely a highlight.
Very, very cool. Wow. So the other one, that possibly there are two sharks. The one just hasn't, I guess, come out of the casing. What's
All right.
left over?
I want
Well,
you to try doing
The yellow yolk,
Yeah,
I think
it's
that's
yolk.
the
Bring up the port
yolky
valve
portion,
back.
like the sac that
Just
all the
hydraulics
food
a
and
little bit.
nutrition is contained in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's plenty. Go to the port valve back.
So that's kind of like the energy source for the small fish
And then
as it
just
develops.
Keeping a really keen eye on it. Bring the lower.
You can see it's
inboard
actually
slightly.
vascularized. It has these red vascular structures, veins and arteries running through it.
Yeah.
That did bring it up.
Yeah.
Presumably those
Good
would
enough.
connect with some sort of
Try that some more.
vascularization inside the fish itself.
I think it's okay. Like
Are we at
like
max zoom here?
I'm also getting into a better position
It's
for
like rubbing
lighting.
itself.
We are at max zoom, but I can get I can park closer if you want a
Yeah.
tighter shot.
I'll let video make the call here.
Yeah.
Yes, if they say yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Video. Do you have any?
I
more
didn't know
zoom?
they were totally translucent like this. I thought they were
Me
always a little
neither.
opaque.
Is that max zoom video? I'm having trouble hearing you. Okay. All right, we can come out and I'll
turning out to be
sneak
a
in
pretty
a little
fishy
closer.
dive
I think
indeed.
you want
At all
a little
levels.
closer shot. Can you stow?
For a second, I stopped thinking about the coral,
Well,
but just a second.
Just a
keep an eye on
second.
the starboard lowers. I come in a little closer here. That was my concern when I was landing. The uppers and the lowers and everything might be a little bit in danger here.
I wonder
so
why
just keep an eye on
it would
everything as
be
I land.
translucent. You would think that it would be,
It's better if they're out for the lighting.
you know,
Sure.
predators would
But,
be able to see the
Better if it's
what's
still attached.
in the egg.
Even
Yeah,
better
like
if
some
it's
Sags.
movement at least.
Yeah.
It's moving very rapidly. I'm wondering if,
Because we could see the movement from here, really. You could see something moving in it.
yeah, I was
That is
wondering if it's
tiny.
moving because we're close
Maybe-
by, or you know, it thinks it's somehow threatening. But
Okay, that's pretty close. I'm gonna land.
Copy
we
bridge,
haven't. See,
move
if this
complete.
is probably some sort of
Nice
cartilaginous
little
fish, possibly a cat shark,
Back in video.
or some other sort of shark species.
Something
I don't know if
down.
it's possible for the shore-based fish experts to let us
Oh,
know.
you could see its mouth. Oh, cute.
Stabilizing.
Yeah, you can see how it's attached actually
Wow.
now that coming out of the, just below the mouth, out of the ventral
Yeah,
side,
you
there
could
has a,
see.
Stand by.
some sort of tubule.
Wow, how cool.
Working it back around.
So I've always wondered how permeable these membranes are, if you know they allow gas exchange to go across, or how the developing embryos obtain oxygen. I mean, it seems like it's gulping fluid or pretty rapidly. I wonder if that's normal.
Causing a little dust storm in here. It's okay.
Do you want to try to bring the lower swing arm all the way in and maybe go like this to see if you can light it up better?
You can mess with the lower if you want, but I'm having a lot of trouble holding this. It's like
I'm wondering now with the
the amount of force it takes.
the
It's
gestation
causing
time
me
on a
to
lot of
bounce
these
around a lot.
Yeah, I was just wondering
egg
like
cases that
how long it
Would that
has
be
until it.
outboard or inboard?
we came across at like
Just
almost the
try
exact
inboard.
time
That's
that we
not
needed
like
to actually see it
that one.
in the egg case. Usually they're busted open and we don't get to see much.
Is that changing anything?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
changing the light around a little bit. You can also try for the fog lights if you want.
Let's try that.
So far we've
It'll
seen these
try
egg
and do it,
cases,
but,
something like these egg cases on a number of different
Watch the
structures,
video on what
including
you're doing.
on sponges, on
video.
corals.
Shall we try the?
Usually we
fog
find them on
lights?
chrysogorgid corals, occasionally
Okay.
pretty much
Play
any
around with it a little bit.
fan-shaped structure.
Okay. Coming on in 3, 2, 1.